Hi, so in the previous video we did a Dutch braid and tutorial kind of thing with the two Dutch braids connecting, but we understand that not everyone knows how to do a 3-strand braid, which is a little simpler, so we're just going to explain that so then maybe other hairstyles that are more like difficult will make sense and be a lot easier.
So I'm going to be doing a 3-strand side braid on my hair so then you guys can see what I'm doing.
And I'm going to be doing, it's called a braid in a braid, where you're going to do like a small braid and you're putting it in a big side braid. So this is more like explaining how to do it, and this is more like maybe a little challenging and harder, but it's really cute and really easy, and it only takes like 5 minutes, so that would be like really good to know both hairstyles. So,
okay, so for what you're going to need, we're just going to need one elastic for each person.
And just this hairbrush.
And
so
yeah,
you can brush it back.
Yeah.
And, okay, you can explain the braiding process first so they know.
So what's going to happen, okay, sorry, I just need to get everything to the right side, is you're going to take your hair and divide it into 3 strands.
And you're keeping it on the side part.
So it looks like this. So I have 3 strands, and the one on the outside near Emma.
Well, closest to your, closest to the outside, yeah.
So I'm just going to put that in the middle of your 2 strands. And then you're just going to keep going and keep doing that and keep putting the one on the outside into the middle.
And while she's doing that, I'm just going to make a tiny little braid, really small. And then I'm just going to do that in my hair.
And then, as you can see, it becomes a braid.
And since she has really short hair, it's easier to do it on like a long hair. But
yeah, and since I have short hair, it's kind of easier to do it actually totally on the back of my head to do a 3-strand braid. But I wanted you guys to be able to see what it looks like to do it.
And ultimately, side braids seem a little bit easier, like for beginners, so you could like see it. So, cause like it's really hard to braid backwards, like hard on your arms. So it's just easier that way. So as I'm braiding the small piece, can you go tell her that we're here? And so I'm just taking the 3-strand, and then you just want to cross the sections together. And I'll explain this in a better way for the bigger braid, because that's just a little bit easier since I'm so far down in this small braid. And, okay, so you basically just want to go all the way to the end. It's really important to go to the end because this is going to be a lot shorter of hair than the rest of my hair, because it's tight and braided together. So, now we're just gonna tie it with an elastic, and then we take the elastic out at the end of the video. So, alright, and okay, so we have all of our hair on one side. I chose my left side because that's just easier for me. And we have, it's probably hard for you guys to see since it's so small, but we have this one braid, and we just put it into one of our sections, and we have 3 sections. So we have we have 2 without the braid, and then one of it has the braid. So actually, I'm going to make the middle section have it, so it's like closer to me. And so now we want to keep the braid at the top of its section so you can see it in the braid. So now we're going to cross these 2 sections and add this one in with the middle, with the section. And the middle section with the braid, again, just trying to keep it at the top of its section, is going to cross with this section that's closest to my head. And then now we have sort of the braid started. And now we're going to take these 2 sections and cross them. I like to go under because that's easiest for me. And now we're just going to do the same thing with this strand. And you usually use like your middle finger, your thumb, and like your index finger. So like with the middle finger, I'm going to take this and cross it under this section. And we have a flyaway hair, I just noticed, but we're just going to connect that to this section. and we can bobby pin it if it doesn't look natural. And now we're just going to keep trying to keep the braid at the top of its section. And we do the same process, going under the sections and crossing them together all the way down until you feel that it's long enough. And my hair, part of it's short and part of it's long, so I think I stopped here because the braid wouldn't keep going on that well. And then for this hairstyle, you're going to need 2 elastics, and then we just secure it at the end. And we take out the mini braids because I think it's just hard to have that in there, and then I just undo the braid that's in the ponytail secured. So if you want to make this look a little bit messier, you could take some strands out of the sides of the flyaway hair, thicken it up with more volume.
Oh, or you could pull the braid out
yeah, that's
a little
what I
bit
was
to make
about
it bigger.
So to make the braid bigger and messier, because I think we all like messy do's, so you just, I like to do this slowly because you don't want to like rip it out too far. That'd be kind of bad. And then you're just going to take the strands, working your way up, pulling them a little bit apart, not too roughly because then your braid's actually going to fall apart. That'd be kind of bad.
So then her hair looks more wide instead of all into
yeah,
one
so
little
it's
thing.
going to look a lot bigger, and it's ultimately, I think it's a little bit comfier. So, and then again, so we just take our finger and then we put it under and sort of pull it out, because especially here it gets a little uncomfortable. So you just want to pull it out, and like you could take maybe some baby hairs and just pull them out on the side. And I think this do is just really cute, comfy. It takes 5 minutes, and it's a really good twist on the 3-strand braid, as Mira did in the beginning. So this is a beginner's do, and it's really easy, and if you have trouble with it, you could comment down below and we could make another video that explains it a little better. But ultimately I think these are 2 great do's, and they could really help with like more eccentric stuff.
Yeah, and so when I did the 3-strand braid, it should probably help you with the other braided hairdo that we did.
Braid.
So just in case you didn't know how to do a 3-strand braid and you also wanted to do the do that we showed you.
Yeah.
So
I hope these hairdos helped, and please subscribe.
Bye!